wake of the 2017 General Assembly, Democrats are scrambling to prepare for the 2018 gubernatorial race in Maryland. Henry, do you think Democrats have a good chance of replacing Governor Hogan with this tremendous popularity, and he's the second most popular governor in the country?
Well, you know, Governor Hogan, since he's taken office, has, I believe, acquired a really fine set of tap shoes. Every political bomb that has been laid in front of him, he has managed to dance around and avoid it going off in front of him. We've had the Baltimore situation that he handled like an experienced administrator.
You're talking about the Freddie Gray riots.
The Freddie Gray riots. He has the expansion line for the metro system.
Which line is that called?
The purple line. And he met a lot of opposition within his own party, but he said that there was a need, and he stuck by his guns. Does he side with candidate Donald Trump? Does he side with Donald Trump's policies, President Trump's policies? And he's managed to find a neutral ground that has kept his existing political base satisfied and has kept some people who are on the opposite side of the spectrum still supporting him. His numbers are incredible for a state that is as Democrat as what we are.
What do you think, Tom? When's the last Republican governor elected to 2 terms?
It's about 60 years ago.
Okay.
So it's a long time. I mean, he would have a shot at this, I think, but again, there's a number of months before the next election, quite a few, and again, you know, 1 month in politics can be 100 years in terms of things that may happen. My thing is, I think, you know, there's obviously Democrats out there who think they can win. I mean, it's interesting to see how many have lined up. I mean, there's quite a list of people that want to run for that office. So there's a feeling there that they can win. And then, you know, my position on this will be, this may come out on turnout. And what I'm saying is the national kind of thing may affect Governor Hogan in the sense of how many Republicans are going to come out to vote, and then how many Democrats may come out to vote because of what they feel about, say, Donald Trump, which if they could bring them out to vote, Democrats win. So sometime it's going to be the shoe leather politics. It's going to be some of the overarching things that may affect Hogan. And as time goes on, you know, there was a certain amount of also his sympathy vote, you know, for his fight with cancer and all of that, which is very understandable. But that wanes a little as time goes on, and you do have some very interesting candidates here who you know, have a possibility of being very interesting.
Okay, now Tom brings up a point, and you've brought up a point. Do you think the day's over where 3 counties in the state of Maryland control the gubernatorial race? And I'm talking Prince George's, Montgomery, and Baltimore City. Do you think that day's over?
No.
I don't think the day's over on gubernatorial or on national politics. Where I do see is that he is a candidate from that belt range, and he appeals to individuals within that. He is not so far right to alienate the people who are purple.
Does that hamper a Democrat from winning?
It can. It can hamper. I mean, it obviously did this past time. But again, he did not win by that many votes.
He took the oath, so he did win.
No, I'm just saying, we're talking about prospects in the last time he ran.
Tom, I guess I have a question.
It's turnout.
We're looking at, you know, I think the list is somewhere around 13 to 15 potential names already floating around.
Well, there's only a few.
I mean, we have some legitimate candidates already out there.
Yes.
With the way some of the Democrats have rallied around Governor Hogan, not just within the last week, but I mean over a period of his tenure as governor, are we possibly putting someone forward to lose on the Democratic ticket?
Or preparing themselves for the next election after that 4 years?
Could be that too. But
the loss is.
Yeah. But I don't think anybody really knows the answer to that question yet. And I'm not the type that likes to prognosticate about that. But it just seems to me, when I look at some of the history of some of the more recent elections, even here in Washington County, turnout matters a great deal. You look at the statewide vote for Trump and Clinton. Clinton absolutely drove the trailer right over him.
But
now, and again, I'm not saying that this is about him. I'm just making a point when people turn out.
One of the challenges I see in the gubernatorial election is it's in the off year of the presidential election,
Yes.
which I think increases a burden to the taxpayers. If we were to do elections every 4 years and the same cycle as the presidential election, we would have a lot better turnout.
Yes.
And we would probably be reflecting the nation's viewpoint a lot stronger than in the off years. And, you know, Hogan won when we still thought that Hillary Clinton was going to, or Joe Biden was going to steamroll into the White House.
Did you think that Hogan won because Anthony Brown was a weak candidate and because Obama was president? Do you think that entered into the decision of a lot of people?
I don't think Anthony Brown should be painted with the brush of President Obama. Okay? Anthony Brown, I think, ran a poor campaign, and he just was not effective communicating his message.
What do you think?
Well,
on Brown.
Well, I didn't think it was a great campaign. Yes, as many Democrats have said, but this comes to my point that Hogan did not win by that many votes statewide, and it's turnout, and it's people who have the money to put the feet on the ground, to knock on the doors in Montgomery County and some of that make the difference. So Hogan could lose this. I totally see that he could.
Is it his to lose? Is it his to lose?
It's his to lose at this point, maybe.
No. Hogan is right now acting like a prize fighter at the top of his game. Okay? He's sticking that jab, and he's keeping the opponent off, and he's just racking up the points going forward.
Yeah, but he hasn't really had some of these other opponents who might be stepping forward.
Is he Floyd Mayweather or McGregor?
Oh, I think he's going to be Floyd. He's been in this match for a while, and he knows that he's just going to keep working the body, and eventually the arms on the other guy's going to.
Do you see him being successful? Do you see, with everything that's going on throughout all 23 counties in Baltimore City, do you see him really paying attention to the entire state or just one particular area?
Who?
Hogan.
Well, he pays more attention to other parts of the state than those, obviously, because he is playing to his base.
But here's the danger, and I'm going to agree with you on this.
He's playing to his
base. The
base.
danger is he is so far to. Okay. The danger is simply he is so moderate that sometimes he alienates some people on the far right.
Yeah.
Henry, you've had the final word. Up next, we'll talk about the controversy behind Frederick County's transgender policy.